Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Twisted Metal Head-On as Crimson Fury, Part 3. So now we're going to Tokyo, the streets of Tokyo, which is, well, we actually go to the streets of Tokyo in Twisted Metal 3, but we were first introduced in Twisted Metal 3, which I think this is more of 989's influence in the later Twisted Metal games, which is something these incognito creators are, they don't like to admit it, but I think they did like Twisted Metal 3 and 4 more than they're willing to admit. So they got it right how people in Tokyo and Japan, they drive on the left side of the road. It doesn't really matter to us when we're battling against a bunch of other cars in the middle of a large city. This is one of the largest, probably is the largest, one of the largest maps in the game, where you can just drive around these large city streets and drive around the buildings and pick up all sorts of weapons and stuff. And there is a mini-game, so most levels this game has some kind of mini-game in them, but I'm not going to play most of them. There's Thumper, never one of my favorites. Thumper is kind of different in this game, mostly because her special weapon is it just shoots out a bunch of fireballs. Like, it's not exactly the overpowered flamethrower as it was in the first two games. I mean, they thought the game would be already way too easy if they did something like that. This game isn't, the game already is way too easy, as I keep saying so many times already. We still have most of our upgrades. You lose your upgrades when you get killed. We haven't been killed yet, so we still have all of our upgrades. So it's really easy to destroy a bunch of these enemies. See, Warthog goes down easy. It's funny, because in the original Twisted Metal, Warthog and Crimson Fury had a strong rivalry. They were both after this recorder box, this flight recorder box, from a plane that got shot down by aliens. But now, this time around, they have nothing to do with each other. They're just two people competing in a tournament for completely unrelated reasons. And also in this game, too, most of the contestants in this game don't have direct ties with any of the other contestants. The only two contestants I know that's gonna have like specific ties to the other contestants would be Roadkill and Sweet Tooth. That's because it's revealed in this game that the guy who drives Roadkill is the sane half of Sweet Tooth, which was kind of hinted at before, considering the fact they both have the same last name of Kane. Yeah, what was a Twisted Metal in the Kane family? First there was Charlie Kane, the guy who drove Yellow Jacket in the first game, and then there's Needles Kane, the Sweet Tooth, and there was Marcus Kane, and they keep giving us more of the Kane family. I'm pretty sure if they continue this series, we would get more Kanes. Maybe Sweet Tooth's daughter eventually, perhaps, would probably compete in a future Twisted Metal. So Roadkill's all that's left. These weapons are overpowered. Pretty much everything in this game is overpowered. But yeah, it only seems to be overpowered when we use weapons, and they use weapons and do as much damage against us. Mostly too, because we did pick up an armor upgrade as well too, because there are a lot of upgrades you can pick up from destroying the cars. And we're at a point now where I have so many upgrades I can't get any more upgrades, and now when you destroy enemy cars, pick up those flying green triangles, and so they just give you something like maybe it's like a weapons bonus or a health bonus or something like that, just something small like that. And pretty much every car in this game has like a special weapon upgrade, special weapon where you can press and hold and charge. With Crimson Fury, it shoots out a bunch of blood red shots against the enemies, which still doesn't actually do a lot of damage. It's still a lot more useful than it was in Twisted Metal 1. In Twisted Metal 1, Crimson Fury's weapon was mostly useless. It just made enemies spin out of control at best. And the other thing this game has too, that in common with Twisted Metal 3, is that the enemies are very hungry for health. They come across, whenever they get low on health, they always like to go for the health refills. So you want to make sure you pick up as many health refills as you can. But then again, you can't pick up health refills in this game if your health is full. If your health is full and you drive over a health refill, it's not going to let you pick it up. Unlike 989's Twisted Metal 3, where you can pick up a health refill regardless of how much health you have. They see Mr. Grimm is over there. Mr. Grimm, it might be one of the fastest in the game. Probably has one of the best special weapons in the game too. But he can't be the fastest because we're the fastest. We're Crimson Fury. So now here's a mini game where you pretty much have to do a race, this futuristic race. It's in overly futuristic Tokyo against these people on the futuristic motorcycles. Yeah, this is a big race. No wonder why people think Twisted Metal's a racing game, because of stuff like this is in it. Well, I actually find it kind of insulting actually when people call Twisted Metal a racing game. It's not a racing game, it's a car combat game. That's something completely different. Look at that, the first lap isn't even over, I'm already in first place. Well, that's not surprising, because we're Crimson Fury. We could outrun just about anyone in this entire game. Easy. It's easy to outrun people in this game. We can drive so fast that everything looks so blurry that the whole game is trying to look blurry to some extent. No, this game isn't like that blurry. The frame rates in this game are actually pretty good. It's an NTSC game. Then again, this game only came out in NTSC regions. The specific port, the PSP version came out worldwide, but the PS2 version only came out in North America, which is not surprising considering the fact that Twisted Metal's really big in North America. It's not that big anywhere else in the world. The only two Twisted Metal games that ever got released in Japan were Twisted Metals 1 and 2. Twisted Metal isn't that well liked in Japan. Same with Europe. Twisted Metal games get very few Twisted Metal games that get released in Europe get very limited releases. And so we won the minigame, we won easy, so now we get another life, which is good to stock up on lives. We're going to be needing them for the final boss. And see, look, our health is full, so it's not going to let us pick up that thing. I think beating that minigame refilled our health. Look, our weapons bay is full, too. We have a lot of homing missiles. We still fire up freeze shots. I don't think freeze shots damage your enemies in this game like they did in Twisted Metal 2. So Axel is now destroyed. Yeah, Axel got destroyed easy. Pretty much every enemy in this game is a pushover. And look, the thing is, fighting against Warthog again. Warthog's been in most battles, or in most levels we've battled in so far. Destroy Warthog isn't surprising. This is just the same old stuff now. Just simply go and destroy your enemies. That's not saying much at all. But of course, the last two battles in this game are going to be boss battles. That's right, there's two bosses you have to fight before you can be considered the winners of this year's Twisted Metal. We just cleared the last regular level in the game, and now we're going to compete against the bosses, the boss battles, the boss fights. Ooh, look at that, we're going against Darktooth. Remember Darktooth from Twisted Metal 2? He's back. And he's a wuss in this game. He's a complete total wuss. He's not strong. I mean, sure, in Twisted Metal 2, he wasn't that powerful overall. He actually was kind of easy in Twisted Metal 2, if you know what you're doing. He's actually kind of, Twisted Metal 2's final boss is actually one of the easiest final bosses in the Twisted Metal franchise, believe it or not. But in this game, he's actually easier. It's like some sort of like, how do I say it? It's like a skill kind of thing, a work of art, like an art kind of thing. How do you make the final boss of Twisted Metal 2 any easier? Well, this is how you do it. You make him a lot smaller, you can give him like a thing like Mr. Slam so he can pick you up and throw you around. But of course, our weapons are going to do a lot of damage against him. He's no match for us being Crimson Fury. Look at that, he just picked us up and threw us around. And look at that, I got to use a shield, just a big F you to his special. And look at that, just fire a bunch of shots at him, and look at that, he's already dead. Darktooth destroyed. He's a big pushover in this game, but he's not the final boss. This is the final boss. There's just some donut shop or ice cream shop. It's probably an ice cream shop because we've had a Sweet Tooth hat on it. He's gonna rise from the ground. Look at that, he's just rising from the ground. It's like some shop that's, imagine that, imagine buildings had wheels on them so you just drive around like that. So that if your building just rise from the ground and just drive around and become a large towering thing that can destroy easy. So yeah, meet Towertooth. This is a true final boss this game, Towertooth, not Darktooth. It's Towertooth. He's a big tower. Just drives around, he's looking at us, very scary and creepy. This is by far probably the most unique, interesting final boss in the Twisted Metal franchise. This is way more unique than fighting against a helicopter in Twisted Metal Black, or fighting against an army, fighting against some sort of specialized tank in the original Twisted Metal, or fighting against Darktooth in Twisted Metal 2, or any of the bosses 989 came up with. This is far more unique and far more original and far more. This probably is the greatest final boss in the Twisted Metal 3. It's also a big challenge. This is where the game actually starts to get challenging for what challenging is for a game like this. Or maybe I just had to lower my standards so much because of how easy this game is overall. If you only hit him, when he's in the final battle, in the final phase, you can only hit him by really driving up here and actually hitting the actual clown head, which is hard to do because he's setting out that taser thing. It's like Outlaw's weapon, but 12,000 times more powerful. Just standing up on here, I have to shoot a bunch of projectile weapons. Good thing Crimson Fury has a good. You can use a machine gun too, still, even when it's not upgraded, it's still pretty powerful. Crimson Fury is a good special weapon at that, so let's watch his ending.
Congratulations, Mr. Smith. You've won Twisted Metal and may claim your prize.
Forget it, Calypso. The name is Special Agent Shepard of the FBI. You're under arrest.
So that's how it's going to be, huh? Every year, some government agent tries to take me down, put me out, or whatever slang you kids are using these days. What you don't seem to understand is that I perform a service. I'm a necessary evil. I help propel the world into greatness. I help you all achieve.
No, you murder people for fun. You hurt the innocent, the weak. You don't care about anyone or anything except your precious contest. I'm here to take all that away from you and make you pay for all the misery you've caused over the years.
Come now, surely you can see that while some people may suffer in the short term, I do the world good in the long run. Why don't you claim your prize and let's put this foolishness behind us?
Sorry, Calypso. I can't be tricked, and I won't be bought.
Have it your way. Guards!
Freeze! FBI! Take him away, boys.
I'll see you soon, Agent Shepard. I'll see you very soon indeed.
Good luck, Calypso. You'll need
Yeah, I consider this to be the canon ending of the game because, well, you saw Calypso got arrested, Twisted Metal got put to an end, there can't be any more Twisted Metal, and that's why there hasn't been a Twisted Metal game since. Crimson Fury never gets screwed over by Calypso. He's smart and cunning, and that's probably why he's the greatest contestant in this game. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.